Registrar of Political Parties, Ms. Anne Deritu, Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission Secretary, CEO, Mr. Marjan, representative of the Inspector General of Police, the DIG of Kenya Police Service, Mr. Mbugwa, the representative of the chairperson, JLAC, at the National Assembly, Honorable Jennifer Shamala, representative of the chairperson of JLAC at the Senate, representative of chairperson of the National Cohesion and Integration Commission, Honorable Abdulaziz, who incidentally I was his mono, and I saw him pause a little bit before he mentioned my name. I think he was remembering the hot ujis I used to take to his, when he was bullying me. Chief Registrar of the Judiciary, Ms. Anna Madi, her representative, representative of the United Kingdom High Commission, CEO Council of Governors, Mary Mwiti, representative of the PS Foreign Affairs, the Honorable Ambassador, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. First, on the onset, I wish to send the apology of the DPP Ghana to the chair. She was unable to make it here today as she had gone out of town for some work. She cannot make it on time, so I want to send our apologies. Honorable Chair, it's a great honor and privilege to join the IEBC today as you launch the Election Security Arrangement Project, ESAP manuals, which are aimed at enhancing our collaboration as partners from the administration of justice sector to facilitate a coordinated election security plan ahead of the forthcoming general elections in August 2022. I want to most sincerely thank Mr. Chebukati for allowing me to be part of this important occasion. I had asked myself why I was the chief guest, but it is very clear after he put me on the spot. So I'll be prepared for those cases, Honorable Chair, and I'll be eagerly waiting for the files. I just hope we have the evidence to prosecute. As we gather here today, we are cognizant of the fact that elections are not a one-day event, but a process which involves many steps preceding the election day, and that security is a constant variable in all these steps. A secure electoral process is critical to all stakeholders and also to our national interest. The launch of these EASP manuals comes at a moment when the electoral campaigns are getting intense, and many other times the fleeting emotions of the moment get the better of political players, resulting in threats to our individual or collective security. During such times, we are called to vigilance as justice sector actors, and a process such as this is key in keeping us engaged and alert. The purpose of this exercise is to ensure we are collaborating over time. Over time, we have built resilience, and this should not be seen as a failure, but progress. The different arms of government and institutions are able to come together and produce a concerted effort towards realizing a free, fair, peaceful, and just electoral process. While electoral insecurity remains a huge threat to the advancement of our security, it is not a threat unique to us. In recent years, we have witnessed electoral insecurity even in the most stable and developed democracies, and the lessons learned is that when institutions are deliberately disempowered and our worst impulses go unchecked, we become susceptible to electoral conflict and insecurity. Left unaddressed, electoral conflict and insecurity can be used as a political tactic to influence electoral outcomes, thereby undermining democracy. I want to differ with my senior, Honorable Abdulaziz from NCIC. We cannot fault the intelligence, as we are not privy to whether information was shared or not. Even advanced democracies and countries cannot boast to have actioned every intelligence shared. I am certain that information must have been shared, but events changed, and generally, intelligence is not a witch doctor looking, or an intelligence officer is not a witch doctor looking into a crystal ball. Once intelligence is shared, it's up to the various arms to take action. Intelligence is limited to those who need to know. And sometimes, even the ODPP is not part of the clients of NIS, for example. So we cannot say that intelligence was not shared. NIS, through its DG, has done a commendable job over the years, and I'm confident they will continue to do so. As election day fast approaches, all of us have the solemn duty to safeguard our electoral architecture and its attendant systems by guaranteeing the security of all persons involved in the various processes, including officials and most critical citizens, to ensure that the entire election process is free, fair, peaceful, transparent, and accountable. The launch of these ESAP manuals have paved the way for enhancing the capacity of all stakeholders through training and scenario simulations. And for this achievement, congratulations, Mr. Chair, and your IEBC team. By developing these manuals, the IEBC has deployed a strong tactic from its arsenals of strategies critical to effectively discharging its mandate. Indeed, these manuals resonate with our strategic commitments to forecast and equip ourselves with the necessary tools at the ODPP and to mitigate any eventualities that may be detrimental to the credibility of the electoral process. Effectively executed, the manuals will enhance our vigilance and readiness to detect and prevent any security breaches pre, during, and post-elections. And I think we have the commitment from the National Police Service. As prosecutors, we laud the launch of these manuals and congratulate the IEBC for its commitment to adopting such robust, progressive, and specialized policies and strategies. The significance of security in the electoral process cannot be overemphasized, and complementary to the IEBC manuals, the ODPP has taken a number of deliberate steps towards ensuring this year's elections are in tandem with our common agenda to promote free, fair, and credible elections. We recently launched our compendium on election justice. In addition, we have established the Hate Speech and Electoral Justice Division and appointed 200 specialized prosecutors across the 47 counties and 129 court stations to expedite the prosecution of electoral offenses. We have also institutionalized our Election Preparedness Committee tasked with coordinating research, data collection, collation, and analysis of all election-related matters within the criminal justice sector. I also want to thank the Chief Justice for gazetting the specialized magistrates to ensure they are in place to expedite prosecutions. Under her leadership, the NCAJ has come up with a number of programs towards electoral preparedness in the justice sector, which will soon also be undertaken and rolled out. Yesterday, for example, we finalized a 4-day multi-sectoral stakeholder training, which utilized local and international electoral experts from the justice sector. I know that our spirit of collaboration, coordination, and cooperation is strengthened and enhanced from the knowledge and skills gained during that training, and will further serve to complement the sector-wide objectives of the Election Security Arrangement Project manuals. As a country, the democracy we enjoy was a result of great sacrifices by patriots. And the honor we can bestow upon their struggles is to ensure that in our lifetimes, as we work and serve within the institutions represented here, the quest to continually improve and safeguard our democracy is among our highest aspirations. We enhance our democracy when we recognize the importance of continuous learning and the role of specialized training programs, plus institutional capacity building, and go ahead to collaborate to achieve this. We enhance our democracy when we acknowledge the reality of new and emerging electoral crimes and jointly strategize and partner to manage these threats to our democracy. We enhance our democracy when we recognize that electoral security is integral and inseparable to the conduct of a credible election and launch and implement this election security arrangement project manuals. We enhance our democracy when we ensure that as persons and institutions tasked with managing the electoral process, we carry out our duties in a non-partisan manner, with utmost integrity and with the highest fidelity to the law, thereby increasing citizens' confidence as they participate in this important civic duty. Finally, as prosecutors, Honorable Chair, I want to assure you that we will work hand in hand with the IEBC and other stakeholders to ensure that we enhance our democracy by affirming our commitment to prosecuting all electoral offenses and collaborating to the full extent of the law. We shall always adhere to the rule of law. Honorable Chair, the Vice Chair and CEO, and the entire team at the IEBC, once again, I extend my congratulations for this accomplishment. On behalf of the DPP and Kenyans, I want to assure you that our partnership and commitment to uphold the rule of law and enhance access to justice during this electoral cycle remains unshaken. Thank you once again, and God bless.
Tunaahidi mashtaka yenye haki na usawa.